Page number 37. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Venerable Mahasangha, dear friends in Dhamma, today in the morning we got the chance to discuss Mahasatipatthana Sutta. We just started. Now I would like to start Great Discourse on Blessings, Mahamangala Sutta. Before start our discussions, I would like to go over the purpose of the Buddha's appearance. Why Buddha came to this world? What is the purpose? In other way, who is Buddha to you? Yes, any answer? Who is the Buddha for you? Teacher. Do you have any? Refuge. Refuge, yes. Do you have any answer? Who is the Buddha? Teacher, refuge, what else?
Awareness.
Awareness. Highest potential. Okay, there are a lot of answers. Yes, let's discuss. Who is the Buddha? Buddha explained himself. I'm just a teacher. The Buddha said himself. The Buddha did not declare any place in his any teachings. He is as a messenger. Most of the religious, except the Buddha, all other religious leaders appear in front of his audience as a messenger. I heard this message from superpower, so I'm here to pass this message to you. This is the way how all the religious leaders explain. The Buddha did not say any of these kind of things. As we know, born into human family, King Suddhodana was the father, Mahamaya was the mother. In the history, both of them were lived in India according to the Indian history. Not only that, even the Siddhartha Gautama Buddha was a historical figure proved by archaeological excavations as well as the history. All these facts are there. So therefore, exactly, we can accept he was a human being. He's not a kind of supernatural person. He's a human being. So being born as a human, he was able to attain enlightenment through his practice. He attained enlightenment himself. Enlightenment means is a result of research, re-research, and investigations. Through all these practice, he was realized something. He was able to see things as they are. This is his realization. And then he started to teach the path for others for their own realization. Buddho so bhagava bodhaya dhamman deseti. The person who realized is the Buddha, and then he started to teach others for their own liberation or realization. So now it's very clear the Buddha is a teacher. He's a human being. He had done so many researches himself, and he found something different. So he was helping all other followers and all other living beings, whoever, it doesn't matter, human or non-human, who are willing to achieve that goal. So Buddha just saw the path for them. Buddho so bhagava bodhaya dhamman desi. So in here, there is no any religious concept. The Buddha did not ask to believe him. The Buddha did not ask just to follow him with the blind faith. What Buddha said, open your mind, investigations yourself, and try to find the truth, developing your insight. So this is the basic teachings of the Buddha. So then, as Buddha, he spent 45 years. How many sermons delivered by the Buddha? How many sermons? 84,000 sermons had delivered by the Buddha. During that 45 years period, traveling here and there, he had been delivering 84,000 sermons. It means, you think it is the Dhamma, his teachings are very deep. Is that the meaning? That's why he spent 45 years to deliver 84,000 sermons. I mean, counting and using math, we can see at least 5 sermons per day the Buddha had been delivering. So then, what is the teachings of the Buddha? What is about? Is this all the teachings, 84,000 sermons are different? What is about this? The Buddha came to this world to introduce Four Noble Truths. That is the unique teachings of the Buddha. None of philosopher, none of religious leader was not able to say anything about these Four Noble Truths. Only the Buddha. This is the uniqueness of the Buddha. The Buddha came to this world to teach us Four Noble Truths. That's it. Why the Buddha spent 45 years delivering 84,000 sermons just to explain these 4 things? Why is that? It is not the problem with his teaching. It is problem with us. We are not able to understand it. So therefore, we can categorize all audience into 4 groups. Uggaditanyu, Viparitanyu, Nyaya, Padaparama. There are 4 kind of people are here in the audience. Uggaditanyu. There are people right away they can understand Dhamma. For example, during the Buddha's time, there were some people who just came to Buddha. Not only they never met the Buddha. For example, Venerable Sariputta, he met Venerable Assaji. Actually become a monk, he was Upatissa. Upatissa met Venerable Assaji, the ascetic, one of Pi ascetic monk. So then just listening to, there was a conversation. Upadisa was asking from Venerable Lassaji, who is your teacher? Then Venerable Lassaji was explaining, Yedamma hetu papa yesang hetu tadagataha. My teacher is the person who is telling about the cause and effect. So right away, Upadisa, he is the person who became chief disciples of the Buddha, Venerable Sariputta, after meeting Venerable Lassaji. At that moment, just listening to one stanza, he was able to realize the Dhamma. There were so many incidents. There were people who met the Buddha and also who met the Arahant monk. They were able to understand Dhamma, realize the Dhamma right away. These kind of people are there. We have category Uggaditanyo. Viparitanyo, there are a group of people, they need a little more explanation. Little more explanation. For example, the first sermon delivered by the Buddha, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, after finishing Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Venerable Kondana was able to attain Sotapanna, the first level of sainthood. Sotapanna, he became a Sotapanna. And while after the first sermon, they were having discussions, five monks and the Buddha, before start second sutta that we're going to discuss another day. So they were able to attain enlightenment. So they need little more explanation about Four Noble Truth so that they were able to attain enlightenment. We have that kind of group too. Third group is Nyaya. They need more explanations and more teachings, more practice, and sometimes to explain Dhamma, they need similes and so many explanations. This is the third group. They take time. And there's another group, they never get the Dhamma. They are not able to realize the Dhamma in this very life and maybe in this Buddha's dispensation. Padaparama. Two kind of Padaparama peoples are there. If someone have a big goal to achieve, it means if someone willing to become Buddha, they are not able to attain enlightenment. If someone willing to become a Maha Sravaka, it means great disciples, they are also not able to realize Dhamma in this dispensation because they are maintaining the goal to attain Nibbana in different dispensation, meeting with another Buddha. They are not able to attain enlightenment in this very life. There are people, they don't have any idea about the Dhamma, they don't believe the Dhamma, they don't accept the Dhamma, they don't practice the Dhamma, they are not able to attain enlightenment in this very life. Those people, Padapara. So, these four groups are very important in the audience. Therefore, seeing the nature of their mind, mentality, the Buddha had been delivering different kind of sermons. Different kind of sermons. Similes are different. Explanations are different. But mainly, very important thing, if there is any discourse delivered by the Buddha, that discourse should explain Four Noble Truth. At least one truth should be there. If it is not explaining any of these truth, Four Noble Truth, so that is not the Buddha's teaching. This is one very important thing regarding as a reader who is like to read the Buddha's discourses. Keep in your mind, if there is a discourse, if that discourse should explain any of these truths. Suffering, cause of suffering, cessation, end of suffering, the way to end suffering. These Four Noble Truths should be there. Therefore, if there is any discourses delivered by the Buddha, it's supposed to explain any of these any of these items in Four Noble Truths. That is the uniqueness of Buddha's teaching. So it might be one stanza. It should be explained. So then, as we know, Mahasatipatthana Sutta that we started to discuss in the morning is directly explaining about what? What explained in Satipatthana Sutta? Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Magga. What explained in Satipatthana Sutta? Basically, four truths are there explained. Suffering, cause of suffering, cessation, the way how we can end suffering. But basically, mainly focus on that sutta, the way how we can end suffering. In Four Noble Truths. The last item would be there mainly highlighting in that discourse. Mahamangala Sutta, very simple discourse. Normally, even Dhamma sermons, they don't take this as a topic there. Because it's this discourse, they don't care much. It's very simple. This discourse something regarding little kids. They have some kind of idea about this discourse, so they don't discuss much this discourse. But this discourse completely explain about what? Noble Eightfold Path. Noble Eightfold Path is the fourth truth. Fourth truth. The way how we can end suffering in Four Noble Truth. So let's see in this discourse the way how it's explained. This is the persistence that's starting Asevana Jabalana, Panditanancha Sevana, Pujaja Pujaniyanang, Etam Mangala Muttamam. Even though this explaining about Noble Eightfold Path is starting in the very basic level. It's starting in a very basic level. Asevanacha Balanam, Panditanancha Sevana. Simply, you know the meaning. Don't associate foolish, associate wise. So in here now, you have to find out what does it mean. Don't associate foolish. Who are the foolish people? Who don't have degree? Are they? Are they the foolish? Who don't have any education? No. We're not supposed to take in that meaning. Who are the foolish? In Dhammapada, there's a stanza that we can use to understand the nature of the foolishness. Foolish people are thinking thus. How? Buddha matti dhanam matti iti balo vihanmi. Buddha matti dhanam matti iti balo. Buddha explained in Dhammapada. Buddha matti dhanam matti. I have wealth, I have children. I have wealth, I have children. If someone thinking thus, they are foolish. This is the way how the foolish are thinking. Who don't think in this manner? I have wealth, I have children. Who don't think? We everybody are in same boat. Even myself, I don't have wealth or children, but I'm thinking about I have degree certificate. If someone not addressing me using my degree certificate, I'm angry. See, that person not read my profile, even though he invited to talk, give a talk, I'm angry. What does it mean? I'm claiming myself. I have such a wealth. If someone not addressing me, oh, he's the vice abbot of Bhavana Society, my anger is going up. I'm claiming I'm the vice abbot of Bhavana Society. What is that? That is my foolishness. So then, you are claiming, I have children, I have wealth. The Buddha said, if someone thinking thus, they are police. In Anguttara Nikaya Tikanipata, Bala Pandita Vagga, it says, Balato Bhayangu Pajjati, no Panditatum. Fear rising with the fear rising because of police one. Around the world, fear is arising. This means we have a lot of police people. So then now we have a problem. How we stay without associate these police? Because look like everybody are police. Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, husband and wife, even the monks are police. So then now, how we can stay without associate them? So that's why we have to analyze Dhamma into deeper level. What does means? This one directly connect with Sammaditthi, right views. Living in this mundane world, depending on conventional truth, don't claim conventional truth as an absolute truth. This is the meaning of don't associate police and associate wives. We have so many subjects in this world. Physics, chemistry, biology, zoology, sociology, psychology, anthropology, all the logies are there. We believe, who knows, oh, he's a physics. He knows physics. Ah, he's a wise man. We have that concept, no? Oh, he knows mathematics. He's a wise man. We have that concept. But in here, what does it mean? All these conventional truth accept as a conventional truth. Those are not absolute truth. Okay? But living in this society, yes, of course, we have to accept all these things. When the time comes, we have to go to the doctor. We have to listen to the doctor. You have to listen to the doctor. Because in this moment, he is right. But don't claim he's right forever. Conventionally, in this moment, we have to accept those things. But we are not supposed to keep these things as eternal truth. Because eternal truth is not there. These are conventional truth. So in here, don't associate police and associate wise means. Think about conventional truth as a conventional truth, absolute truth as an absolute truth. Use conventional truth as a conventional truth, use absolute truth as an absolute truth. Don't mix these things. This is the meaning in here because it is directly connected with the right view. Vision is very important. Open your mind. Open your mind. Vision is very important in our mission. We have a journey, spiritual journey. In this spiritual journey, we are maintaining a goal to achieve that highest level. To achieve that highest level, yes, of course, we have to keep open our mind, not to close. We have to open our mind. That's why in Vimansaka Sutta, like those discourses that Buddha explained, keep open your mind. Do investigations without becoming a bias. That is our duty. That is our responsibility. So therefore, as a Buddhist follower, this is the first thing that we have to keep in our mind. Take conventional thing as conventional, absolute thing as absolute. Okay? If you are taking, okay, don't associate police, associate wise, it's never happening. Because then we have to remodel so many discourses and we have to delete some discourses from the Tripitaka. For example, Singalovada Sutta, Parabhava Sutta, Vasala Sutta, all these discourses we have to eliminate from the Tripitaka. Why? Don't associate police means your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, all are police. Then in Sigalovada Sutta explain, you have to develop good relation with your parents. You have to take care of them. In Vasala Sutta explain, if you are not take care of your parents, you are becoming a person who is losing your spiritual wealth. You are becoming a person who don't have great qualities. So then, what about these discourses if you are taking in that meaning in this discourse? So therefore, meaning is there. We all are in same boat. Take in this moment conventional truth as a conventional truth, absolute truth as an absolute truth. To honor the worthy ones, yes, of course, now you can do that. Honor the worthy one. Now you can see worthy one through their spiritual development. Worthy ones. Who are the worthy ones? Who are the worthy ones? Who has loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity. They are the worthy people. So then, thinking about your life, can you recognize someone who has these qualities for you? Loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity. Your parents. Your parents. So then, honor the worthy one. In next one, it's explained, you have to respect your parents. You have to respect your teachers. You have to respect other Kalyana Mitra, good friends. Good friends. You have to respect other living beings who has these qualities, who develop these qualities as well as who are helping you, these qualities. Dear friends, if you don't have this quality, honor the worthy ones. In this human life, I don't think you can gain any spiritual development. Why? Connecting to the Sammaditthi, first thing we have to get rid of Michaditti, wrong views. There are wrong views, likewise, who don't believe this life, next life, Karma, mother, father, the Buddha, Dhamma, teachings of the Buddha and the Sangha, they are in wrong views. It means basically, if you don't believe about your mother or father, you are not able to attain enlightenment because it is wrong view. That's why we have to honor the worthy ones. If you are not believe the Buddha, you are not able to attain enlightenment. Very simple thing is, if you are not believe your mother or father, you are not able to attain enlightenment because you don't have clear view. Motherhood is very important. Fatherhood is very important in this very life. Our whole life depending on their qualities, their supports. So therefore, we have to honor the worthy one. But what is happening in this very life, in this society? These qualities are losing from human beings. Now we are becoming like animals. Whenever you are losing these qualities, so you are becoming animals. Even though you have human figure, you don't have human mind. So you are losing right views. You are losing right views means you are going away from Noble Eightfold Path. Going away from Noble Eightfold Path means there is no way to develop your mindfulness. There is no way to develop your mindfulness. There is no way to develop your concentration or to gain wisdom. There's no way. So that's why around the world, unfortunately, the society recognizes teachings of the Buddha as a religion. Therefore, they are not able to practice teachings of the Buddha as a way of life. They are keeping in that religious basket. But in other way, now they are trying to introduce new subject which we call mindfulness. Mindfulness is becoming a subject. Maybe within a few years, it might be a school subject. It might be in your school curriculum very soon. Why? The reason is in this mundane world with regarding all these materialistic concepts, human qualities are losing, rapidly losing. Even though look like they are human, they don't have humanity. So this is very big issue. So they don't know who is the worthy person. They don't know to honor that worthy person. They don't care about their mother or father. They don't have any kind of thoughts about their mother and father. So we are in this kind of society. In this society, so what is happening? Humanities are going away from the human beings. So then human beings are becoming like another material. So their concepts, their idea, their thoughts are very different. Because without humanity, there's no any compassion, no any love and tenderness. So living in this society is very difficult because no human qualities means that lifestyle would be very difficult. It's, I mean, around the world, people are experiencing them. So therefore, as a solution for this, now they are trying to introduce mindfulness as a subject into their curriculum in the universities as well as in the school. It will come soon. The reason is they accept teachings of the Buddha as a religion. Religious subjects not supposed to talk in public schools. They have barrier for that. But talking about mindfulness, yes, of course, it is open now. But you are lucky, you have path, you have access to the teachings of the Buddha, and you have opportunity to learn the teachings of the Buddha. So therefore, you have opportunity to increase your humanity, human qualities, without losing and developing. Yes, of course, you can see the results. You can enjoy this very life without developing stress, anxiety, and depression. So this is one of the important things regarding ourselves. So this is a blessing supreme. If someone has these qualities, it's a blessing itself. Blessing is not coming outside. You can create blissful thoughts, purifying your mind, purifying your action. So in this discourse, this persistence are explained, the way how you can develop your blessings. In second one, Patirupadesavachocha, reside in a suitable location to have good past deeds done, to set oneself in the right direction. This is the blessing supreme. Reside in a suitable location. We know it's very important. The place where you are living is very important. Environment is very effective to us. If we are not strong enough, that the environment can influence us in many ways. That's why one day, Venerable Ananda was explaining, telling something to the Buddha. He was talking about the Kalyana with the good friends. This means it is the influence of the environment. It's regarding environmental facts. he was telling to the Buddha, Venerable Sir, this dispensation is depending, 50% depending on with good friends. Then the Buddha said, don't say Ananda. So, this dispensation, 100% depending on good friends. 100% depending on good friends. Suitable locations means where the good friends are. Where the good friends are. Because, as we know, we don't eliminate our defilements, or we are living with defilements. We have desire, we have ignorance, we have hatred and all other defilements with us. So, the environment can affect all these unwholesome roots to increase yourself, which is dangerous. Which is dangerous. Therefore, better to have that support also, living in a suitable environment, location. It might be physical as well as non-physical. Good friends means good-hearted people who always see things benefits for all living beings, this kind of environment. So these environments are very supportive for us to our practice. We have goal. To achieve that goal, of course, we need this environment. But if the place where you are dwelling now, if that place is not in good, suitable condition, what you can do? You can influence to them, being a good friend and introducing good things and discussing Dhamma with them. You can change them in that environment. But intentionally, we don't want to do that. But I mean, as a living person, while you are living there, you can share good thoughts. So then we can definitely change the society. We can change that environment if it is not good. So, therefore, residing in a suitable location is a blissful. Lot of blessings are there. And have a good past deeds done. We don't know about the past. We don't know to worry about the past, but use this moment. Mindfully, we know it become past. This moment is past. Then use this moment to accumulate wholesome thoughts, to develop your good deeds. This is one of meaning, be mindful. You are using this moment. We don't want to worry about past or future. But using this moment, you are accumulating merits, you are accumulating good thoughts, wholesome thoughts. Those wholesome thoughts becoming past deeds done by you. And also to set oneself in the right directions. You are in the right directions because you are living in this present moment. You are paying attention to develop your wholesomeness, living in this present moment. You are mindful and you are taking care of your word and actions, taming and developing into right directions. But the blessings are there. It's completely, you are living in this present moment. You are accumulating a lot of merits there. You are developing your spirituality. These are blessings. These are regarding all these facts are explaining according to Noble Eightfold Path, right effort. Right effort. And also it's explaining about Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. Right livelihood. This is the connections with this sentence, this stanzas. So next one, Bhav Satchancha Sippancha, great learning and craft, and a discipline well trained in, and whatever utterance is well spoken, this is blessing supreme. This is regarding your morality, developing your sila. Well spoken, directly connected with your sila. Whatever utterance is well spoken, it means you should be a truthful person. You should use your words, benefits for yourself and others. You should use your actions, benefits for others, and useful yourself. According to the Ambalattika Rahuluvada Sutta, regarding about our actions, there is a formula. Attabhyapadapi sangattati, parabhyapadapi sangattati, ubhyapadapi sangattati. The actions, the words that you are using there, you have to think about whether it is useful yourself, useful others, useful both. These are wholesome. These are wholesome. The actions and thoughts that you are holding is not useful to you, not useful to others, not useful to both. Those are unwholesome. So your behavior always should connect with useful behavior, benefits for yourself and others. So great learning and craft, these are the skills. Very simple things, these are the skills. There should be some kind of skills that we can develop. And discipline, well training. Discipline and well training, because discipline is very important to keep your inner peace, stressless life. Discipline is very important. And whatever utterance is well spoken, this is blessing supreme. You can apply these things to your life and you can see the results. You can see that blessings you are enjoying yourself. These blessings are not coming from outside. You are developing yourself. Next one, to be well caring of mother or father, looking after spouse and children, to engage in harmless occupations, this is blessing supreme. Now in here, to be well care of mother or father. Now in this discourse, in this sentence, stanza, it's mentioning about you have to take care of your mother and father. Why? Why? Again, connection is there with the right views. If you don't believe your mother and father, so you are not able to gain this is spiritual development. You are not able to attain enlightenment, basically, if you don't believe your mother and father. Because this is very simple things to understand. In this whole life, whatever that belongs to you, you are claiming as a me, myself. All these things coming from your parents. Just think about the blood. Blood is the most important thing. Whenever you go to see the doctor, they are analyzing your blood. Blood test is the most important things to recognize your sicknesses. These bloods, where did you get this blood? You got from your parents. Maybe 9 months or 10 months, you are living in the womb of your mom. You share everything with her. The breath that she took, you enjoy with that. Water she drank, you enjoy with that. Food that she ate, you enjoy with that. So more than 9 months, you are sharing everything with your mom. You came out the womb and then growing as a big person, then you're ready to say, what have you done for me? It's happening in the world now, no? There are children telling their parents, what have you done for me? There are. But they are destroying these great, unvaluable support within in 1 nanosecond. They're destroying because of their foolishness, because of their blind blindness. But in here, the Buddha said, well care of mother and father, you have obligation to take care of your mother and father because we born to this world with the help of them. We grew up in this society as a person with the help of them. Completely our life was there with their hand. If they didn't like us, within in 1 nanosecond, they were able to destroy, but they did not destroy us. They could. If they did not wish to continue, there was the opportunity for them to destroy us. But with the love, compassion, they will pay full attention to take care of ourselves. That's why in return, when they get in old, we have duty, we have responsibility, take care of them. For what? To have peaceful mind ourselves. To peaceful mind ourselves. It is blessings for you. It is blessings for you. How? You are respecting the natural law. You are living according to the natural law. Whoever living according to the natural law, that natural law protects you. Dhammo have rakkati dhammachari. When you are living according to the Dhamma, Dhamma will protect you. While you are holding umbrella, that umbrella will protect you from sunlight and the rain. In the same way, helping your parents, you are practicing Dhamma. You are respecting natural law. You are thinking about your origin. You are keeping that in your mind. So you protect yourself, engaging with these activities. And looking after spouse and children, yes, it is also obligations. You have to take care of your children and you have to take care of your spouse. Engaging in harmless occupation, that is also very important regarding right livelihood. Because we have to earn money to survive the society. There are 4 basic requisites for us. We need food. We need lodging. We need medicine. So these basic things, if we don't have these basic things, we are suffering a lot. So therefore, to have a comfortable life in this very life, you need these basic things for your life. To supply these basic things, the medium is money. You have to have income. So therefore, you have to earn money. You have to earn money with harmless occupation. Harmless occupation. Because you know why you are earning money. I want to survive. I want to have a comfortable life. So yes, of course. So then you have to earn money in harmless occupations. You have to find a harmless occupation. It is blessings. You are living according to the Dhamma. You are respecting the natural law. So therefore, your occupation is harmless. You can help others. You also can enjoy yourself. Next one, Dhanancha Dharmacharyacha Nyatakanancha Sangho. Selfless giving, living the just life, supporting all relatives and blameless action. This is blessing supreme. Selfless giving, living just life. According to the Noble Eightfold Path, Dana is a huge thing in Buddhist practice. Traditional Buddhist countries, they are practicing Dana than the meditation. They pay full attention to practice Dana. If you have chance, to visit Sri Lanka during the Buddha's birthday time, whole week, each and every corner on the streets, you can find free food stores. People giving away food. Okay, please come. By post. They are asking to eat by post. How many times you had, it doesn't matter. You have to eat, you have to drink. Sometimes coffee and cool drinks coming in this side, coffee coming this side, and another drinks coming this side. So many free food stalls are there during the Buddha's birthday celebration. That much they pay attention to dana, practice dana. But what is the connection with Noble Eightfold Path? Dana, where the connection with the Noble Eightfold Path, the steps. Which steps connecting with dana? Right action? No, in here. Selfless giving. Samadhi? No. Right intention. Samma Sankappa. Samma Sankappa divided into three groups. Nekama Sankappa, Avihimsa Sankappa, Avyapada Sankappa. Nekama Sankappa means selfless giving, letting go, no any hidden agenda. You are practicing generosity to give away. Whoever practicing this selfless giving, they are gaining their self. Avihimsa Sankappa, harmless thoughts. Avihimsa Sankappa, Avyapada Sankappa. These two are the connection with loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. Whoever practice generosity, selfless giving, they are gaining their self, loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. This is the real way how we can practice generousness. So, selfless giving. Living the just life, supporting all relatives. In here, relatives. Relationships, generally we explain through our blood relationship. But the Buddha's explanation is different. Vishwasa Paramanyati, who are the great relatives, people who have confidence, trustworthy people are the most close relatives, trustworthy people. The Buddha did not declare relatives through, yes, of course, there are relatives coming through your by law or blood. But mainly Buddha focus about trustworthy people, Vishwasa Paramanyati. The greatest kinship is there with trust. So we have to support all the relatives. It might be your neighbor, might be your friends, might be your colleague, your students, your teachers. It doesn't matter. You have to support them. And blameless action. No one can blame your actions, which is directly connecting with right livelihood in Noble Eightfold Path. Now in here, two things are there, connecting with right intention and right livelihood. Both are there. And next one, to cease and abstain from evil, complete restraint from intoxicants, to be diligent and virtuous practices, this is blessing supreme. Abstain from evil. Why we want to abstain from evil? The Buddha said in Dhammapada, Sabba papassa akarana, kusalassa upasampada, sachitta pariyodapanam, etang buddhana sasana. The Buddha's advices are there. Don't do evil. So in here, cease and abstain from evil. Evil actions are not supporting our spiritual development. Whenever you have evil actions, directly it will affect your inner peace. So that's what the said. To maintain your inner peace, your mindfulness, yes, of course, you have to away from these evil deeds. What are the evil deeds? Again connecting with the Ambalattika Rahulavada Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya, which is harmful to yourself, harmful to others, harmful to both. Those are evil. Very simple. This formula is very simple that you can keep to understand what is evil, which is harmful to, which is destroying your inner peace, which is destroying others' inner peace, which is destroying both inner peace. These are evil. So this formula is very simple. Keep in your mind to understand what are the evil deeds. Evil deeds are these. Destroying your inner peace as well as others. These are evil deeds. So we are people who are practicing Dhamma to gain inner peace, not to destroy. So therefore, we have to apply this formula to get rid of evil deeds from us and complete restraint from intoxicants. Why we want to away from intoxicants? We already hide enough. We already hide enough. So many things are there. I have wealth. I have these things. I have that things. I am very young. I am very beautiful. I am very handsome. All these prides are there. These are hide enough. Why we want to take outside things? That's why to maintain very clear vision, we have to away from intoxicants. Intoxicants directly affecting your thinking ability. But people believe in different ways. People believe in different ways. I remember I was in University of New York. I was participating in a debate. Those days, the New York state government was planning to legalize marijuana. So then our debate was the group of people, I mean, there were five students in my class and I was leading one group. There was another group. They were telling, no, marijuana is healthy. It's better to legalize in the state. I was opposed to them. I was going against with my group. In the debates, when I start to talk about the danger of marijuana, my opposite group leader, lady was there. She was starting. Even this moment before come to class, I had pots, marijuana. That's why now I have very clear vision. She was explaining. In my reply, I was telling, okay, go ahead continuously few more years. Then you are creating so many jobs for us because we were training to become counselors. I was telling to her because that's the reality. But people are not taking that reality. They are thinking about the present moment. This is wonderful enjoyment. We can concentrate well. Using marijuana continuously 2, 4, 3 years, they are ending in the mental hospital. Go and check mental hospital. There are separate area, people who use marijuana. No one talk, even the social medias or any other health reports, no one want to talk about that part. They're talking about this present moment. Marijuana is the most dangerous thing which is directly affecting to your brain. But no one talking about that. People always blaming about alcohol because directly it's affecting to your death. But marijuana is the things that kill you given hard time, to suffer a lot. No one talking about that. That's why in this country, finally, marijuana became legalized. Now you can see, a couple years ago, I was participating in a conference, it's a therapist conference, and then there was a guy who was explaining about the items that created using marijuana. There was 21 items like candy, cookies, chocolate, like soft drink. There were 21 items using marijuana they created. For what? Oh, you're drowsy. They don't helping us to be mindful. Always they are trying to give us a dream. Stay in these daydreams. Fight and stay in these daydreams. You can forget about all the matters and problems. So this kind of society is here. So that's why the Buddha said, if you are using any kind of drugs or alcohol, you don't have clear mind. You don't have clear mind means you are not able to develop your mindfulness. You are not able to develop your mindfulness. Mindfulness is the most important thing. That is the first stage in our spiritual growth. So we have to pay attention. We have to develop our energy and effort without losing this opportunity. Because being born as a human being, if we are not paying attention about this spiritual development, what we can gain as human beings? We don't have anything to gain as human beings without developing our human mindfulness. So therefore, using drugs and alcohol directly cause for your mindfulness. It's a direct effect. That's why Buddha said in here, complete restraint from intoxicants, because you have enough. You don't want to have extra things from outside. To be diligent, virtuous practices. This is blessing supreme. Right actions is regarding right actions and right livelihood. Diligent, virtuous practices. Virtuous practices means you have harmless life. You don't have any harmful things for yourself and others. You have this kind of righteous life. Virtuous practices. This is blessing supreme. Yes, of course. These are blessings. Next one. To be reverent and humble, content and grateful, to hear the Dhamma at the right time. This is blessing supreme. To be reverent and humble. This one is connected again with that the previous sentences, which is we have to honor the worthy one, and reverent and humble. To be reverent and humble. In Buddhist tradition, we have tradition. As a children, we obey our parents. As children, we obey our teachers. Traditionally, to celebrate our New Year Day, according to our age, everyone who are in that place ready to obey to the person who is elder than you. Why is that? To be a gentle, humble person. Because gentle, humbles, these are qualities that we can develop and get support for our spiritual growth. Gentle and humbleness means these are the qualities of our life, which is directly helping us for our spiritual growth. So that's why we have that tradition in Buddhist countries. Sometimes perhaps a Western culture, they are confusing because as monk, when we are going, our devotees, they are coming and they are worshipping us. Then our friends sometimes say, why you are doing these things? They don't know meaning that. It has a huge meaning to be a humble and gentle person. You're respecting others means you're respecting your parents, you're respecting your teachers. You're respecting your adults means you're always living, okay, I'm not the boss here. You are not developing your conceit, your mana, your pride, because there are other people. So completely, you have become very gentle and humble person, just maintaining that thoughts. Just maintaining that thoughts. This is the way how the Buddhist society absorbed the teachings of the Buddha into their culture, So in traditionally in the monastic community, yes, we have to respect the seniors all the time. We have to respect our senior monks, teachers, and everybody according to their high ordination date, high ordination year. We have to respect them. We have that tradition established. For what? To destroy our conceit. For example, just think about I'm the vice abbot here. If senior monks are coming, I'm not going to respect them. I'm saying, I'm the boss here. Therefore, I'm not going to respect you in what I'm creating, what I'm increasing. My conceit, mana. Is it good quality? No. Is there any gentle humble? No. I'm destroying my inequalities there. So therefore, in culture, we have bondage. Okay, it doesn't matter. If you are bossing here, it doesn't matter. You have go respect that seniors. So I'm becoming very gentle and humble. So this is the way how we control these unwholesome thoughts. So that's why we have to have these qualities with us in our spiritual growth. We have to have these qualities with us. To see recluses. Next one. To hear the Dhamma at the right time. What does it mean? Right time. What is the right time to listen to Dhamma? What is the right time? Listen to Dhamma. When you are going to see a counselor, when you have any issues, when your stress is going up, you're going to see the counselor. Otherwise, you don't want to go to counselor, no? So stress is the reason. So therefore, right time. Right time means the time that you need Dhamma. You're suffering a lot, that is the right time to listen to Dhamma. You're suffering a lot, your stress is going up, anxiety and depression, so all these issues are there. That is the right time to listen to Dhamma. You have to listen to Dhamma in your right time. That is the right time. That is the necessary time to apply Dhamma. So you have to listen to Dhamma in this right time. Otherwise, don't take these things as a morning is the best time to listen to Dhamma. Evening is the best time. That is not the right time. Right time means you're suffering, you're feeling, you're suffering, you have an issue, you know I have an issue. So that is the time you have to reach the Dhamma. Connect with Dhamma. So it is great blessings. It is great blessings. Okay. I had taken 13 minutes from you. I know you are here now to give a sign. Okay, so then we can, there are few stanzas are there. I can take these stanzas in my Q&A session. You can take a break and you can get into the yoga session. Okay, thank you very much.